Okay, just one last question. Yeah. Last question because we need to go to meeting.
It sounds so much like the pro-market analysts who are saying IFP, DA, ANC would be much more stable. So I don't want you to be quoted out of context. I'm giving you an opportunity to just,
Everybody talks stability. Yeah. Everybody who has spoken, they want stability. It's not market-oriented. The question is, if you put the principle out there, who's prepared to come with you to execute government of national unity? And in it, what is it? How do you define it in terms of content? And that is what is important. So you may be talking GNU, others have got a different concept of it and all of that. So you are going to go to negotiations. So if you start first by saying, I will not talk to so and so, I will not do this and that, it might lead us to many, many, many months of instability without forming government and running government and all of that. We don't want that. We want, and everybody else has been sensible that we have talked to, and they are ready to move forward. And it's been very difficult to engage with MK. We tried to reach out. That's what we explained. We tried to reach out and we drew blank. And it depends after this meeting whether we'll still meet with them. But like we said, we're open to talk to everybody, including the MK party. So what we know is what the leader of the party has said. And it's very difficult to talk to people there because when you talk to them, they tell you that they are still waiting for Ubaba. So, and Ubaba gatholakale. So we try to reach out, and even if yourself you can be in a position to help us. But the country must move ahead. The country must go on. The results have been pronounced. In the next 2 weeks, we must elect the speaker and elect the president. So we are open. We are open to talk to MK party. So that's not an issue for us.
Mr. Mbalula Samkela from the SABC. On the issue of the Democratic Alliance, is this a question of an ideological deadlock or ideological contestation within the party? Those whom are conservative or who are moderates may say go DA, and those whom are perceived as radicals, the leftists, may say go with MK party and the Economic Freedom Fighters. Does this have the potential of splitting you right down the middle, especially with the onslaught against your Deputy President, Paul Mashatile?
No, we know of such rigidity. We're looking at models. It's not either highway or the small path. The question is, what have you achieved? What is before us and what model is good for South Africa? And when that model is agreed, will others beyond even the ANC agree to it? And that's what is important. And so it's not just a question of talking coalition without a model. It's a question of saying, do we have a model in this country through a national dialogue that will take South Africa forward, preserving the interest and safeguarding the interest of political parties in a particular way? Without a political demise and identity of political parties. So we're at that stage now. The distortions out there, that's why we announced that we'll talk even to the DA, because there were distortions already, that there is an agreement that has been agreed to with the DA, and that is it. So that's not the case.
Mr. Mbalula, I think you're not getting the... Okay.
No, my understanding is like you are saying that is either EFF or MK and all of that. I'm saying we've got scenarios. From scenarios, we've got options. And we have narrowed down to GNU, where we invite everybody. So we have not confined ourselves to an identity of a party, because another political party may say we are not interested in that. What do? You negotiate. At the end of the day, negotiations are informed by the readiness to compromise and to accept for the goodwill of the people. The primary principle that guides us on this engagement is the interest of the people. Those who voted for the ANC 6 million strong on the leaderboard, but equally those who did not vote. We've got a country to run. We've got a country to ensure that it actually moves forward, and that is what we're interested in.
Okay. So the SACP has been clear that it doesn't want the DA. Is this the same stance that has been spoken to you by COSATU as well? And also the NEC member, Zizi Kodwa, has he resigned from the NEC?
Zizi has stepped aside. He has not resigned whilst he addressed the issues that is actually facing. And he has done that voluntarily, informed by the policy of the ANC. He is not forced to do it. And to that, we are very much grateful to him for taking a step that has been taken before by comrades like Mike Mabuya Kulu and all of that. So the issue of what are you talking about? No, we'll engage with the SACP and understand them. Where do they stand in relation to the issues that we are raising in terms of the model? Everybody have got a right to say no, not this direction and all of that, but there are limitations in these things. I wish we could be standing here and not talking coalitions and having won the election outright. We didn't. And that is the reality. Thank you.